Dyson only hooks up with hyperpop artists.
Yeah.
He only hooks up with people who make music that goes and like a bunch of just random sounds.
Yo, beep boop beep boop. Wah, 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 wah.
And then so they're like, I made this one for you, Dyson. And they're like,
And welcome to the peel.
I guess. Stay a while.
Beep. Hello, I'm Dyson.
I'm Miguel.
My name's Brendan.
I'm Dathan. That was a weird.
Yeah. Well, but we got there.
Eventually.
Yeah. Today
Is a day.
is one of the days.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I survived
Tuesday
work.
Evening.
Got here.
Afternoon.
Took off my pants.
Morning.
Nice.
Showered. Whew, like a big boy.
Like a big boy on a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Fucking British people.
Tuesday.
Tuesday is a day you choose.
Have you guys seen the TikToks of people making fun of like British, like the people having holidays or vacations in America? Because British people are always like, American, you can always tell an American because he'd be like this. And people be like, talking about you guys, look at you guys in your fucking tracksuits and the fucking bowl, the shitty bowl cuts.
Well, so I'm from Wessex.
Yeah, and shit like that. And be like, shut the fuck up.
Driving around in your Range Rovers.
We have let you guys get away with this too long.
Yeah, I like how
fucking losers.
I like how we went from like fawning over British people to being like, haha, Tuesday.
Because like Harry Potter really makes you be like, British people are cool and fancy.
And magical.
And then like you get a few years like apart and you watch like Skins and you watch like Sex Education and you're like, it's like America, but like honestly the accent's goofier and the food's grosser.
And they're more openly horny about stuff.
Aren't they?
Oh no, we made Euphoria.
Yeah, and Euphoria is horny.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing like
It is the horniest version of a high school experience.
that's why I've been putting off watching it, and I just kind of don't look at the screen as much when you put it on.
One of the actresses is like
I look
28,
away a lot.
playing like a high schooler.
Because I'm just like, this is a weird concept.
And the thing about
works.
Euphoria is it goes so hard on look how sexy these teens are. Dude, look at Sydney Sweeney. Isn't she such a sexy teen? It's like,
What's that tongue do though, Dyson?
yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. and it's annoying because it's one of the like people are like, man, can't you just have set the show in college? And this is one of the cases where I'm like, probably couldn't have set the show in college because high school is like a big point of it. But I'm like, man, shows like this maybe they don't need to be as prominent as they are.
You're telling me.
Though
Jeez.
Sydney Sweeney, have you seen like the thing where she's like, I can't afford my house payments?
No, what?
What kind of house did she buy?
So she, okay, to be fair, huge house.
Yeah.
A mansion of a house.
Yeah.
But she was, most of social media just spent the time dunking on her. She's like, I mean, if you didn't buy such a fucking huge ass mansion, but
Like a medium
she does
size,
have a
maybe?
good point where she has been in a lot of high profile productions in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Like nonstop working. And like these are like mainstream productions, yet she can't afford like her like millionaire, like her like big mansion rent. And her like Hollywood people just don't get paid the same as they used to be. Where like you imagine because they're doing all these movies and successful TV shows that they're like super rich, but they're actually only like upper middle class to like low wealthy.
They're like not like super duper rich. They're just like pretty rich.
They're like they got like a doctorate
and kind of rich.
They got like their medical degree. They're
You
a
know
lawyer.
what? I think that's for the good. I think that's good. They shouldn't get paid $100 million.
Keep them a little humbler.
Yeah, you don't deserve it. You
on.
acted? Acting is easy.
Watch me act like I care. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm doing it right now. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, but it's just freaking Robert De Niro. Like guys like him, I think can really do acting right, and their performances do garner them something higher than other actors. But like the other Robert
Downey.
Jr.
I was
Iron
literally
Man?
right about to talk about how I think Robert Downey Jr. is the most overpaid actor.
I mean, he's not the most highly paid actor anymore after he dipped on.
Marvel.
But I mean,
Marvel.
in the sense that I don't think he's like I don't really get the Robert Downey. Like, I get why The Rock's the most like highly paid actor.
Yeah.
He's been
You're watching
doing
because
the hustle.
he looks like a hero.
He looks like an action hero,
Sure.
and he's
He looks like a straight
charismatic.
like a miniature. I don't get like the Robert Downey Jr. love other than the fact that he was Iron Man.
People like guys that are like a dick, but they're kind of charming or whatever.
They're like a
the
dick with a
houses.
heart of gold.
Yeah, he literally
Like
did
your house.
right before Iron
My
Man. He
house?
did
Like the
Sherlock
character
Holmes.
house?
Oh,
one of the most classic versions.
Oh yeah, he did Sherlock Holmes.
Like right before Iron Man, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
Your Gordon Ramsays.
I don't like Gordon Ramsey, and his TikTok is just him reacting and shitting on people's food.
Yeah.
Though there was somebody who just did a recipe, though people are like, that's not Gordon Ramsay's hands. Like, people are think it's either his wife or one of his daughters. And I'm like, damn, the only cooking on Gordon Ramsay TikToks are not Gordon Ramsay.
Dude, that video of Gordon Ramsay fucking up a grilled cheese will always be funny to me.
He's probably like drinking. Who knows?
Dude, he had to have been drunk for that. Like, no way.
He's just like, oh, I'll
Like,
fucking make a grilled
Bitch,
cheese.
he had like slices of bread this thick. That's like an inch thick on both sides. How's he gonna get through? And the big old slabs of cheese? What?
Would have been better if you had the cheese on like,
Fucking shredded it.
and you got
that
like a
bitch.
blowtorch to it or something.
Yeah, that was insane.
And then he just throws it in a wood burning fireplace, like coal fireplace or whatever.
it's like not set up to cook or anything.
Dude, what if you found out that Gordon Ramsay was an absolute fraud?
Doesn't know how to cook.
Never went to like French culinary schools. Like, yeah, just has been shitting on
He just
people.
found one professional chef, his master Pierre White, and he's like, lie.
Yeah.
Say you bullied me and say that like you made me cry.
He got blackmail on him. He said, I'll go after your family. I'll ruin your life.
Fuck.
I know all of your deep, dark secrets, Pierre.
You think all
Yeah.
those times Gordon's been on television?
And then he was like, that toast is garbage.
I mean, I don't understand why Gordon is as cocky as he is. He stole his shtick.
What were you saying, Brendan?
like, what if like every time he's on television to this day, every time you see his hands, those aren't his hands. It's just stock footage.
It's just like
I mean, I feel like we see whole shots of him cooking.
Yes, we do.
they do
Yeah,
the thing
we do.
where they do like the thing where someone else's arms are in between his arms.
No.
Doing like all the stuff.
They just
all
do
the
it so
cooking.
well on the like post edit, and
Yeah.
everyone has to sign like an NDA before when they go on the show.
Yeah, but yeah, like he probably either like drinking or was just having like a really bad day,
Or he was just lazy.
Or maybe Gordon just doesn't cook anymore.
I could see that.
I could see that.
Or
Like
he
Gordon,
just says-
I ran restaurants. It was high intense. I became a celeb chef. I don't need to cook anymore.
Or
do you know who doesn't cook anymore? Guy Fieri
Oh really?
does
Fieri?
not cook anymore.
That's
how you
kind of
pronounce it?
sad because
Yeah,
he was
Fieri.
like,
it's not Fieri.
No.
yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
You guys have
No,
changed my
it's
life.
not.
Dude,
His name's not Guy
If
Fieri.
you're gonna say someone's name, do them the decency of saying it right.
You don't
I'm
cook
shook
and
it.
you run drivers that dive into dash. I'm gonna say,
Dude, you
Fieri.
can't even say it right.
Do you say the tea in water all the time?
diners,
I don't
drive-ins,
think
and
so.
dives?
Yeah,
Miguel.
he stopped cooking because he was just like, why cook when I can just eat food
And host
get
things.
paid and wear bowling shirts?
That's kind of lame.
Grocery
'Cause he's
stores.
Like one of the few like accessible like looking like Food Network guys,
Mhm.
but he don't even cook.
Right.
I get it though.
Not really. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you cook so much.
You know, at least Rachel Ray is always cooking, like every day.
Yeah, but you want to hear food opinions from a guy who doesn't cook?
Not really.
No, that's why I don't watch Guy Fieri.
We don't really watch Food Network though.
I would not be shocked if a lot of professional chefs don't cook anymore.
Yeah, like celebrity chefs.
Yeah, like
You don't have to.
Also, your job is constantly cooking and piping out that content. Like, I wouldn't want to do it.
I don't think Gordon
And then
cooks
you make a
often,
shitty
but I
grilled
think he
cheese.
cooks
And then
for.
you make a
Burnt
shitty
on the
grilled
outside,
cheese.
unmelted on the inside.
I think he was insulting the dish that is grilled cheese when he made
What's
that.
wrong with
He's
a
like,
no,
grilled
it was
cheese?
not
Grilled
a
cheese is a
critique.
dumb thing. I'm gonna make a dumb thing.
Brendan,
Burnt cold cheese, Miguel.
it was not a critique.
What? What'd you say?
No, I just said it wasn't a critique.
Oh, I thought you said what's wrong with this grilled
No.
cheese.
No, I didn't.
What's wrong with this grilled cheese?
No, I said
That's
the
what
video.
Brendan said.
The video is probably him like saying this is a dumb dish.
Do you know what is wrong, though?
What's wrong?
Dyeing your dog's hair.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with dyeing your own hair?
Why don't we pull up a little clippy-do from the old TikTok?
I've dyed my hair, as you could notice.
Oh,
Okay.
look.
Ew.
Here it is.
So just look at this sad
Dog
red
does not look happy.
dog.
Dude, this
No. Well, because hair on a dog is I mean it's
It's a
TikTok,
huge
so
part
like
of their-
15 seconds.
It's a huge part of their organism.
Yeah, well, for animals, like hair is so much more important than like for humans. Like ours is just on our top of our head.
yeah.
You can do that. Like hair on a dog regulates everything. You know?
Their
Mm.
heat, their pest control, like it helps them with like bugs, parasites.
That dog's like, I look like an idiot right now.
He's like, you dressed me up like a clown. Like he's like, dude, I've seen Dumbo. This is messed up.
I'm not even an Arcanine. Not cool.
What do you think about that, Miguel?
I mean, I don't know. He's a big red dog.
What do you mean? You don't find anything wrong with that?
Haven't you bleached your hair before? Doesn't it hurt?
Yeah, it's also itchy. It's incredibly itchy.
I don't think that dog was happy after he got bleached. If he got bleached.
No. I wish I had saved the other video. There's a video of him prior to the dye where
Uh-huh.
he's like jumping around and he's all chipper and happy.
He's
And
like,
then
oh
all
boy,
of-
I'm gonna look so cool.
Yeah, all of the TikToks since the dye job have just been him like Eeyore.
I wanna die.
I'm ready for the end.
Take me to the big cloud in the sky. What's her name? Elliott?
What?
Whose name?
Clifford's owner.
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't seen
It's in the
Clifford
theme
the Big
song,
Red
man,
Dog in
like-
so long.
You remember
Uh,
when they made that show that was like Clifford the Big Red Dog's origin story?
The
of
movie?
being- Did the movie also cover the same?
No, the
stuff?
origin story,
I'm saying
Miguel.
when he's like a big puppy.
The origin story
Yeah, that was the
is
movie.
the movie.
Yeah, but there's a cartoon that's
No, there's no
that.
cartoon.
there was a cartoon.
It's the theme song is the movie. The movie is the theme song, and that's the origin story is the theme song to the cartoon on PBS. And that's your answer.
Yes, but
That
there
was
was another,
long-winded.
there's
but-
another Clifford cartoon. That's
There
just
was
him as a
not.
puppy.
What?
Yes.
It's like, yeah, he's a little puppy. I don't know
But
how long he
like-
stays a puppy.
But
Big
like,
puppy.
we get it though. He's a big red dog.
Yeah, but they re-released SpongeBob as a kindergartner.
He did.
Yeah.
totally breaking the canon of SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, and they're like Sandy was there.
like
You're
Sandy was
Sandy
not
moved
there.
in.
Sandy moved in.
Sandy.
Liars.
Yeah, you meet Sandy for the first time along with SpongeBob.
Yeah, you see her
Mhm.
episode. She has a whole episode.
Dude, the Rugrats prequel.
Prequel.
You mean that
Yeah,
the
when they see
sequel.
the inside of the wombs.
Miguel? I did play a Rugrats
Dude, did you hear about
when
that?
they were
that
preteens, like a video
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
where they all skate and stuff.
The video game on the
Wasn't
computer.
there like a special? Like where they were like preteens?
Yeah, there was a show.
yeah,
too.
they show
Like a
and then a
whole show?
movie.
Yeah.
Did people watch it?
I don't think it ran for very long.
Not super long.
Yeah,
it
I don't
ran for like
think
a
it was
season.
popular.
Yeah,
People prefer the Rugrats as Rugrats.
yeah.
Riptar.
Are there any cartoons you would want to get like a reboot or remake of?
Another Adventure
Kids
Time.
Next Door.
Kids Next Door would be dope.
Kids Next Door, the idea they had for a sequel was cool.
They had an idea?
Yeah, so the part of the canon is that when you reach it, like teenagehood, you get mind wiped, right? You can't be a code kid next door. Except there's a few kids who go into deep space, like and go with like aliens and shit, and those are the teenagers. And it's super rare to get chosen for that position. And the main number one, the guy in the red shirt, was supposed to be chosen. He was supposed to get like a whole new team.
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to be like in like deep space as like a 13, 14-year-old.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I'm like, that would have been like kind of lit.
that would have been.
That would have been the Ben 10 Alien Force with codenamed Kids Next Door.
Yeah, it would have been. Alien Force is good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
stand by Alien Force.
I watched all of them.
I didn't watch once they like the animation made him like tiny again.
That's the newest one I haven't watched.
I know they did like multiverses and stuff.
Omniverse.
Yeah, he becomes like it like gets like a god alien or whatever.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like that's like a balance of like two different like personalities, and he makes them use their omniscient power together.
Decisions. Make decisions. They have to debate and say yes. There's three minds thinking at once. One is Ben. The other two are the
The alien.
Yeah, it was a
gods.
solid monster of the week.
Yeah, it was cool.
and then
You had magic in there with his
Gwen.
sister.
Oh, yeah, Gwen.
In Alien Force, they're like, her magic is actually alien magic because it's scientific. We're not going to explain how it's scientific, but she's an alien, so it's scientific now.
They explain a little bit later, but it just sounds like magic. It's like, yeah.
Oh, Dathan.
What?
So, Brendan, Miguel, and I,
Mhm.
one day we were just laying on the couch scrolling through HBO,
Yeah.
and we see this documentary. It's called "We Met in VR," and
Okay.
it's shot entirely in VR chat.
And it has that, like that camera that like Dyson spent a super long time like setting up in like VR.
Like
Yeah,
in VR
for
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
It's just
VR stream.
like that, you see that camera.
Yeah, it's like that kind of camera.
It's all shot by like somebody in VR who's a cameraman.
Yeah, basically.
Which is crazy.
Cool
to think
concept.
about.
It
Yeah.
must be awkward with some of like the positions they're in.
Yeah, it was a really interesting documentary because it's just about like these different like communities and friend groups that met during the pandemic.
The main two they focus on are like the sign language like class and
Belly dancing.
Yeah, they focus on like a sign language
And
class
dancers.
and dancers and like a dancing class, like belly dancing.
Okay.
It was really interesting because you get to like hear all these people's like different stories about like why they like feel these connections with other people in VR, like how VR can like how VR brings people together, and you're like, oh, this is actually kind of heartwarming. I kind of
there'll
get
be,
it.
a girl who's like when my brother like killed himself, like
She's-
this community who I talk to in sign language because they can only speak in sign language.
She was deaf.
Like sent me like flowers and like was really there for me. And you're like,
Oh.
this is something I 100% understand. And then like the very next scene, you'll see them kissing at a party and like grinding on each other. You're like, kissing the air, grinding on the air. This is whack.
Yeah. You can't ignore that.
Goofy as fuck.
I can't ignore
Yeah,
it.
you're fucking your bedroom.
Oh yeah, this couple had a wedding in VR.
Ooh, romantic.
Yeah, and then like after the wedding, they're having like an interview in a
And his
bedroom.
name's like Dragonheart.
Yeah, his name's like Dragonheart. And they're having this like interview after the wedding in like a bedroom. I'm like, they're gonna fuck on that virtual bed, huh?
Yeah, and you like get pulled and you're like, that's cringe. And you're like most of the time I'm like, it's not cringe. But when I do think it's cringe, I really think it's cringe.
And you also see a lot of them like just talk to the camera with like their arm around their person, and you're like, they don't have anyone underneath their arm.
Yeah.
Also,
There's no one there.
It seems that
This
people
is
who are
weird.
like really like ingrained in the VR community, not like people who are just
They're
like
good at imagining.
who are just like stopping by, all use anime avatars.
Yeah.
Like when I see people make other VR content, there's like Kermit the Frogs and shit.
Or
And, like,
those
you see
goofy
shit like this,
Katamari kids.
Like you kind of saw a few of them in the background, but all the people who seem to be like fully ingrained have like custom anime avatars. You even meet like the person who like makes someone's like wedding dress.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious because they're like talking about like they're like wedding dress designers and everything, but they look like demons.
Yeah, they have like teeth on the outside of their face, and they're like dressed up in like suits.
And they make her dress, and her dress's boobs go
Wiggity woggity woo.
The jiggle
the
physics
time.
on her virtual boobs are insane.
Yeah, you're like for the wedding you couldn't tone it down a little. I'm not saying no jiggle physics, but like that was crazy. She'd be walking and she'd be going bong 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 bong.
It'd just be randomly clippy, random boob clips.
I wonder if you can like adjust those settings. And she just cranked it up.
Oh, I'm sure you can adjust those settings. Those had to have been cranked up.
We were also
so
watching
funny.
like a community of people who would make mods in VR chat. They were like just on a car.
I thought we would see more of like different like worlds and mods.
What were
that
you
people
saying,
made.
Brendan? Before I
Yes.
cut you off?
It's about the mods.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
was like a modded world where they drove a car and there's like people on the car. They had jiggle physics. But
Yeah.
their boobs were just not there. They were just flipping in and out
What do you mean?
because they're driving fast.
Yeah, so like their hair would like go and like clip through their bodies and like through the car and stuff like that.
And their boobs would do the same.
Yeah.
Like, this is goofy.
But yeah, it was a cool documentary.
Mhm.
Anyone out there?
What?
Go check it out.
It's on.
What was that?
Yeah, why did you go anyone out there? And then you're like, what was I gonna say?
No, you like looked out into the distance, all like lonesome.
Like you're asking for help.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
It's like,
What?
help me.
You're
Blink
like-
twice if you need help.
I'm drowning.
We're being held here against you.
Blink.
What? No.
He did.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
man.
David, you crazy.
The name of the documentary is "We Met in VR."
Yes.
Yeah, and it's about it's about two couples and a couple communities.
Yeah.
Nice.
I liked like watching the belly dancing classes. I was like, oh, the tracking's really good actually.
I
Like,
really
they got-
liked the like makeshift B-roll they did in VR for the
that
relationship.
that
was
the crazy thing
good.
to me because I'm like,
I was like,
they're
whoa.
not gonna have any scenes where they interview them in real life. What are they gonna do for fucking B-roll? And then you're like, just shoot VR space.
Yeah.
B-roll. And you're like, it's good that they have B-roll, but this is boring B-roll.
But it was like well shot.
Yeah, it do be well
It looked
shot.
like if it was real people in real world, it looked like a good movie shot. It feels like a real life situation.
when they're sitting under the tree and they're like cradling, and you're just like, damn.
They're cradling
They just be
nothing.
in their room,
just like
and the soccer tree petals are falling.
You're
said
so red right
Sakura?
now. Yeah, I'm like
that
that
what Sakura
secondhand
means?
embarrassment look.
No, I'm just burnt.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I-
You guys went on a hike
Hike.
yesterday, right?
Yeah, we went on a hike. The fourth peak that we've ascended, and because me and Brendan have kind of had this thing where we've been wanting to like do all the hikes in San Diego before we move, and we just kind of kept putting it off, and we've only gone to 4 of the like major peaks in the like the San Diego area, and we were talking about it, and we want to try and do
All of them.
all 100 peaks before we move. Not necessarily together, just because, you know, scheduling and stuff, but like between us, and do all those 100 hikes.
We'll have like
Cool.
a list we check off.
What's been your favorite so far?
Okay, it's kind of hard to gauge that with hikes because I hate the ascension.
But like the finish.
The finish is really good, but the finish is always kind of, I don't know, kind of blurry for me because I'm always so like
I gotta get back.
exhausted afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't really want I don't know, I don't really like I kind of like take in the views and enjoy like the sights, but I don't know, it's more about like the journey and the like pushing yourself to like get to that point. Which is really sad because the list that I was looking at is like 1 to 100 based on height, based on, you know, like the altitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking we had done one of the like taller peaks in San Diego. I nearly died. Like we stopped like what, like 5 times?
Yeah, we got to the top, and I looked at the one I had trouble with, and it was taller than we were at, and I was like, oh, it's much higher.
Much higher.
Yeah, it's not that much higher. It was like
Yeah, it was a couple thousand. Oh no, a couple hundred.
Couple thousand.
Couple hundred.
Brendan's like,
Not
I
even-
had to do some
150
free soloing.
it was
It's like-
150 feet higher.
He goes 150,000 feet higher.
Brendan really tried to toot his own horn. Also, the one that you climbed was like number 84. So it's still not high on the list at all.
Ooh.
What number did you guys do?
90, like 1?
Damn, gotta get those hikes in.
Like the one that you did and with us, Cal's Mountain is like 99. Like it's one of the like smallest peaks.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It wasn't that big.
No, it wasn't.
And we all died and wept and cried.
I mean,
and shit our pants. It's true.
I did not.
Yes.
You
Don't-
did.
Do not group me.
Okay, mister, I have little body mass, so I'm
I
able to
do.
scramble up.
But to say that like I was sweating and pooping myself was wrong.
No one was pooping themselves.
Nobody was
and
pooping
everyone
themselves.
was sweating.
Everybody
Yes,
was sweating.
You cannot sweat when you're hiking up a sunny mountain.
You cannot
You
sweat.
can't sweat. That's
Can't
true.
do it.
It's the
You know what I meant?
hardest
You
thing to
cannot.
do.
Not. It's a double negative. Ah.
Have you guys seen the Florence Pugh, Olivia Wilde? I think that's the right Olivia. Yeah, I think it's the Wilde,
At this
not mine.
point,
And Harry Styles drama.
no.
No.
Like, I guess there's a movie coming out starring Florence Pugh and Harry Styles, and I think Florence Pugh is the lead, and Harry Styles is like one being like paid more,
Okay.
and two, I guess there's drama because I guess Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde got together during like the filming of the movie, and that's when she like cheated on Jason Sudeikis
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. And
No.
people,
Jason.
Jason.
dude, I don't know anything about you, Jason Sudeikis. You might be like a horrible, abusive man, but Ted Lasso really did like win me over. I'm like, he has panic attacks. He's getting divorced. He's a good man, and I'm like, you're
Holding
getting
down
divorced.
beefcake.
And I'm like, you're getting divorced. Maybe you're like your character, like good man.
Dude, acting does that. Like, people, you really base your opinions on people by their acting performances.
Yeah, because before Ted Lasso, when I saw Jason Sudeikis, I was like violent, angry man. Because I saw him in Colossal, where like he's a nice guy, and then he uses his like big size to just be like abusive. And then like seeing him, every time I saw him, I'm like, he is a big guy. He probably can just like fucking push you over.
Are we talking about the same Jason Sudeikis?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like 6'1".
Like I've watched him in
And
SNL.
he's like a bigger body too.
Yeah.
Him in SNL all the time. He always seemed like such a nice guy, hugging everybody else.
He's on me and Miguel's list of like actors we wouldn't try and fight. Because like Miguel's got a good point. After a certain height, they just become dangerous. Like you're a more dangerous person as like a 6'3", like 200-pound guy.
Cause like it's not even about like them having any skill or anything. If they just like wildly flailing hit you, like that mass hurts.
I mean, I saw a TikTok in a UFC kind of thing
Mhm.
where it's like a guy with the mustache that has a really big rump, and
Oh, I've seen that TikTok.
he's like goes after like a tall guy, and he's like, "I'm gonna fight the tall guy." And the tall guy just puts his arm out.
Yeah, have you seen like the TikTok? It's like a short guy with a mustache and he has a big ass.
Big booty.
That's like his whole gimmick. He has like a huge ass.
Mhm.
And the talk he's talking about are like, he fights with his bodyguards against a UFC guy and gets beaten at the beginning. And it's dumb. All
It's
the
gotta-
gimmicks are just like,
It feels like a WWE
isn't it funny? Because this
skit.
guy has like
A dump truck.
the dumpiest of trucks.
big old dumpy.
So it's just hilarious.
I have not seen that TikTok, but it does sound fun.
No, but I just think the Florence Pugh, Harry Styles, Olivia Wilde drama is very funny because it's like everyone like is talking about it on TikTok, but it's like the mildest of dramas where it's just Florence. Whenever like Olivia Wilde or Harry Styles release like promotional stuff for it,
Mhm.
she just releases promotional stuff for any other work that's not the movie.
Oh,
Like little passive aggressive.
There's a little
little
passive
petty.
aggressiveness, and you're like, man, there's not enough passive aggressiveness in like Hollywood.
Yeah.
People are just openly aggressive because that gets more clicks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like more like easy to view. This is only getting viewed because like the names in it are big. People right now are loving Jason Sudeikis. People like Harry Styles,
Yeah.
Florence Pugh. People love Florence Pugh.
I'm excited for Ted Lasso and multiverses.
I want to see season 2 of Ted Lasso now because I was an OG Ted Lasso fan, and now everyone loves Ted Lasso, and I haven't even seen season 2.
I haven't. Yeah, we don't have Apple TV.
Yeah, Apple TV.
And watch it.
Maybe we'll be Luffy someday.
No, Luffy, Monkey D.
Yeah.
Ooh,
On my
I'm-
pirate ship.
Yeah, that's how I watched it, was through the Luffy effect.
The Luffy method.
The Luffy
The
method.
Straw Hat Method.
$50 a month.
Luffy, Roofy. That should be like a drug.
Luffy retires from pirating just to sell a course onto pirate.
This is how you become the pirate king. Follow these
Dude,
steps.
You see
He can be just like me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And he
With the sunglasses and has a cigar and just like crosses his arms.
you saying Luffy?
Nami's massaging him.
Like he's like, woman! Just hits him.
Imagine actually though a Luffy drug
A Luffy
a
drug that
drug
makes
that-
you stretchy.
that lets you stretch.
That makes you
How many people do you think
stretch way more than
like-
usual.
like fuck up?
Oh yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
And end up having like
Oh yeah.
something stretched in like a direction they didn't
They, like
want it, and
dislocate
it's
an
stuck
arm
there.
on accident.
Like 25% of users.
Like
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, because you can
yeah.
stretch. You do some dumb shit.
You know what's one of the things
You're
I
like,
do?
I want to do the net thing that Luffy does, where he like stretches out his fingers and like wraps someone into a net and then twirls them and throws them.
Yeah, and then
That's not what happens, Dyson.
and then I can imagine
What do you
like
mean that's not what happens?
He laces them midair, so he's like
okay,
Okay.
semantics.
he lets them lay into
Semantics.
each other, and then he
Anyways,
locks the
Jackson,
fingers and goes.
I can imagine like the expectations versus the reality. Like people imagining like that. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this cool Luffy trick, and then the reality of the situation.
It just looks like a lot of flappy skin going flap and making the sound like flap, flap,
Oh,
flap,
that's
flap, flap.
disgusting.
Like-
This is the most
But
disgusting
see,
drug.
I would have like a realistic thing. Obviously,
Gets you a lot of loose skin.
I'd do a TikTok, and it'd be like when Harry breaks his arm. Guys would be like, "I got just the thing for it," and you give me the thing, and my arm goes like floppy.
Oh, that is a good use for it.
Yeah, that's a good TikTok.
I feel like my personality, if it was given a power, I think regeneration.
Regeneration.
You don't get hurt that. I feel like regeneration would be given to someone
Yeah, but
who's
no,
a real
no, no. It's
daredevil
like
of a boy.
no.
Yeah.
Like if I had regeneration, I would become Daredevil. Thing.
You would feed us.
No, you know what your power
Every
is?
day.
Shadow clone jutsu.
I don't want
Oh, I
to be
kind
Naruto.
of see that.
I don't want to be
Right?
Naruto.
I see
Beast
Shadow
Boy
Clone,
powers.
or I see like
That's better.
Speedster.
Speedster, Beast Boy powers,
Beats
Shadow Clone
would be like
Jutsu.
Miguel.
Sexy jutsu.
Actually, that's it.
Brendan sexy jutsu.
Yeah, Brennan Sexy Jutsu.
That's your
What do you
power.
look like? You don't have
Yeah.
to answer if you don't want
You
to.
can pick, but you
No,
can
describe your sexy girl form.
yeah.
Slowly
For us.
destroying.
You don't have to describe them. You can come just say
in
a celebrity.
great detail.
You can be like it's Kate Upton meets
well,
like Kate Mara.
There's long leather boots for sure.
Okay, we're not going to go into this.
But that's it.
specific
That's all I
outfit.
know. There's boots. There's boots involved. There's
The
heels.
jutsu does not involve clothing, just so you know.
Yet.
Sexy
Dude, if I
jutsu
could-
does
No.
not.
No,
It's
They're
just
always
clouds.
naked.
if I could do sexy jutsu, I'd look like Megan Fox.
That's why I was
Okay,
like, why
hold
are
on,
we...
Dathan. Hold on, Dathan. Sexy jutsu, yes. They're always naked because it's trying to be sexy. But the jutsu itself is not sexy jitsu.
That's actually true. It's transformation.
It's just
jutsu.
transformation jitsu.
and you can't have.
You can put clothes in that.
Naruto just chooses the beast.
So I could just be a
No,
skimpy
but
version.
it is specifically the sexy jutsu. The jutsu...
I don't
the
like how you're the one choosing
technique-
for me. It feels unfair.
I'm just getting you
I'm
on the
sorry.
technicals.
I'm sorry. You're just a sexy
The
jutsu kind of
scroll
man.
for sexy jutsu does not include
There is no
clothing.
scroll. There's no scroll. Dathan's making this scroll thing up.
Okay.
He's doing the eye roll.
I would be a lookalike of Megan Fox, like an exact, because I pulled some pranks on MGK.
MGK.
Like, how
Don't.
funny would it be?
No,
Pull some pranks on
MGK kills
MGK.
you.
How would he know?
He wouldn't, Dathan. He wouldn't know.
I look like Megan Fox.
Perfect transformation.
Yeah. I feel like
no,
this
he
whole-
know when he goes to kiss you, and you're like,
Yeah, imagine how funny that would be. Imagine how MGK would react if I was Megan. I was
Not
Swipe.
good.
I went.
Not good.
He's like,
I
get
don't
over
think
here, woman.
MGK is gonna kill Megan Fox.
No, he's not.
he'll know
No.
it's not her.
No, but he will kill Miguel Polanco.
He'll
Yeah,
be like,
but
he'll
he's-
be
how
like,
is
you're
he
not
gonna
my,
find
you're not my
out?
twin flame. My
dare
twin
you.
flame would never react
Because
like that.
ever.
this is how this scenario works out. Miguel doesn't do his research. Just
Yeah.
shows up. Yeah, shows up at MGK's house. Does the jutsu, says and then she does whatever he's gonna do. Then he goes in to kiss you. He's like, whatever. This is a weird fucking day. Whatever. Megan's being weird. Goes in for a kiss. You go and then Megan Fox walks in.
I knew this
And
was
then
going to
you're
happen
like,
in this.
and you're like, fraud. And then he says, okay, which one of you tell me what we did last night?
Dude, you have confidence that MGK will just be chill. He'll be like, I'm going to solve this, like in a fashion, like an orderly fashion. I'm not gonna go. What? Why are there two Megan Foxes? And just pass out from like the shock.
He's not gonna pass out.
You don't think? You don't think there's a chance that he's gonna look and be like,
I have a
what
better
is my
scenario.
reality?
I have a better scenario.
Okay, what's the scenario?
What's the scenario?
You go climb the house after Megan Fox comes inside. Like, look through the windows to see if she goes upstairs to the room. And Machine Gun Kelly is downstairs. So
Okay.
you climb the window after Megan has fallen asleep. And you transform into her, and then you walk downstairs. You're like, hey, honey, I've been a little forgetful after my nap. What's the password to the safe in the garage? And then you just fucking go in.
So
No.
why-
Just jack all
why
their
can't we
stuff.
just pick a day where Megan Fox isn't at home?
That would work too. That's also would
Or
work.
better option, we all turn into Megan Fox.
And bombard him
Because
and beat him up.
Oh, the difference between two Megan Foxes, that's one thing. If the difference between five, that's a whole other game.
Yeah, and then we can like shuffle each other. We can like run around each other and be like, now you gotta guess. Guess
should-
which one.
You guys, this gives me a great idea though for like a cosplay if we were to do one. Like we all were like the four
Or like
guys from
multiverse of Fox.
no the four guys from
Megan
Mulan.
Fox is a furry.
Megan Fox is a furry. She would be
A fox.
no, she'd be
Yes.
she'd be a cat.
What?
Megan Fox is a cat.
No, girl,
And
she's
Doja Cat's a cow.
A sloth.
You bet. No, that makes
Megan
sense.
Fox is a sloth. I have no explanation for that.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I can
and
tell.
I don't need to.
I could be
Obvious enough, I guess.
I could be the guy with the eye down from Mulan, and Miguel could be the guy who makes jokes.
We could be the characters from Mulan for Sack Anime. You heard it here first.
I don't know if we can do that.
No, I could be Mulan, and you
that
guys
feels
could
kind of
be
weird.
What?
I don't know.
We're not doing Asian face.
And then Dathan could be the general.
You can wear,
Sun,
you can
General
wear
Sun.
Chinese military uniforms.
Like the three
You're like the
clown
correct height.
guys, right?
Yeah.
Three goofballs.
Three goofballs.
I think it'd be fun.
I don't know.
Dressed up as girls, pretending to be
Wait,
Mulan characters.
wait, we're
Wait, what?
wait. So we're the three goofballs from Mulan dressed up like as geishas or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a different situation.
That's a way better situation.
That's weird.
It's fun.
No, I'm not dressing up as a geisha.
People would take so many photos
that.
with us.
I feel is going to a
No, Dathan,
level that
you're the
is
general.
slightly
You're not in
okay.
this. You're the general's son, so you get to wear whatever. You wear like the cool uniform. We'll be the geishas.
Oh yeah, you're the
Wait, why is he the general's son and not Mulan?
Because Mulan's going to kill the Huns, and we're her support team.
Who's Mulan then? We're gonna be a Mulan.
We gotta find our
group
Mulan.
cosplay
We have to
Without
find our
Mulan.
without
Mulan.
an idea for a Mulan.
Okay.
Guys. Sorry, I just went on a bit.
did you know?
Where's our Mulan?
What? Yes, please get us on track.
Did you know that there's an AI rapper?
I did not.
Yeah.
There's an AI singer.
Say
pop singer.
more.
Yeah, so there's this AI rapper called FnMecca. And he recently just dropped his like first song. And his like whole shtick is like, whoa, I'm an AI, I'm so crazy. He's got like a whole TikTok
Yeah.
with like 10 million followers on it.
Okay.
And it's just like this AI this like animated like goofy character just doing shit like jumping out of the battle bus like from Fortnite and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he just dropped a song, like a collaboration song with Gunna and a Fortnite like Twitch streamer,
How old is the Twitch streamer?
17.
Oh
That's what I thought.
Streamers
That's
are
what I thought.
17 now?
So much Fortnite streamers are like teens.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we should never do that then.
And so and the and it's like, and this AI when he raps he says the N-word.
The AI.
And
Okay.
it's like, okay, that's weird. Why isn't like he's not black? He's an AI. And then you like do a little bit more research, and the people who made it are like these white guys from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh.
I think it's especially problematic because it's not like, because like the whole thing about it is it makes its lyrics, but it's not like it just like makes lyrics 100% off scrap. It like it has like
There's like
inputs and
barely any actual AI involved. Like maybe like the lyrics are made with like AI
How?
generated.
So it's just
shit. But not entirely either.
it
But
sounds
not
very
even entirely.
sus. It's very sus.
yeah.
So it's like some white guys being like, I put in the N-word into the integers and it pulls out a song.
and then they hire a black guy to rap it. And then
Yeah, it's really unimpressive.
and the Fortnite streamer who's featured on the song they're only featured because they bought an old rap song that they remixed, and so they can make it like royalty free. So we could just like play the whole song right now and we wouldn't get like copyright stricken or anything.
I don't want to though.
No, it's just like a generic trap trap beat. It's like not very good. It's called Florida Water.
Florida water
Ooh,
probably
okay.
I
put me
was
to sleep at
because
1
you
minute.
said Salt Lake. I was
Maybe
about
less.
to ask if it was clean, and then you're like, no, it has the N-word.
No, it has the
bro,
N-word.
dude. For Mormons, that's Mormon clean.
Yeah.
That's the only curse word.
Yeah, because they're allowed to
Yeah,
say
it's
that
just
in their
part of their
households.
vocabulary.
They're like soda shops.
Hell yeah!
Pull up to the soda shop,
Go to the bowling alley
With
and the
my-
movies with my.
Go back home. I have no water because we're not regulating it really well.
It's
And we're
still
living
crazy
in hell
finding
because there's
out-
people.
I'm gonna find some good
Same-sex
places to
marriage.
censor you guys. I said I'm gonna find some good places to censor you guys.
Don't censor me. You do not have my permission.
I'm right to assume Mormons don't like same-sex marriage, right?
It's
I'm not
crazy
wrong,
when we
I don't
Googled
think.
Salt Lake City. Like, not Salt Lake City, Utah as a whole's Mormon population.
It's like 60%, right?
Yeah, it's over half.
Yeah.
It's so weird to live in a state where you're like over half the people follow one specific religion.
I mean, there's a lot
Isn't
of
that
countries
weird?
like that.
Like more than 50% of people you talk to are all part of the same religion.
Well,
Everybody in California praises the same God.
yeah. The commies.
Kanye.
No, the holy bush,
The holy bush. Hell
burning
yes.
bush.
We praise that bush.
The Bernie
every
Bush,
day.
George W. Bush.
Imagine if there's just a bunch of constructed shrines.
to W. Bush.
Every morning they light the bush.
Yeah, and you smoke weed.
There's a hall, like there's like a
I-
line of like fucking busts
remember the-
of him in different versions
The first
of like
time I
stone.
heard about Bush, I cried and I wept blood.
Damn.
Wept blood?
Yeah, I did it on purpose. I fucking stabbed right below my eyes so my tears caught the blood.
Oh yeah, with like pin needles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Bush is that important.
You also read that subreddit about Praise Bush?
Praise Bush.
Yeah, because I also pinned my
Praise
eyes.
But yeah, this AI rapper made by white guys with a song bought by another white kid saying the N-word. Kind of weird.
Yeah, what is with these like white kids hiding behind like a generated image, like Little Mayo. A bunch
Lil
of white
Mayo.
kids saying the N-word. Saying the N-word in their videos. And it's just like, you're not Little Mayo. Also, Little Mayo, not black. He's an alien. He's an alien. He can't say that word.
Aliens aren't
No,
allowed
sorry.
either.
According to most anime fans, aliens are all black.
Like Piccolo, I could see Piccolo being black.
Piccolo's
too.
black
Piccolo's
100.
That's only because wait. I feel like what?
Knuckles.
Okay, I need an explanation though.
Canonically.
An explanation.
Because I like Piccolo, not because I
Wait,
think he's
what?
black, but I just think he's a good character.
You like Piccolo, but why is he black?
Yes.
Why does it have to be a but? Brendan?
Yeah, would you
There's
like
no
him
but.
black?
I just
Because I
but I
don't
would
like him if he's not white.
no, but I would like to know.
Isn't he voice
Because I
acted
didn't
by a black
pick up
guy?
on that because I'm
No,
not.
I don't think so.
I am not black, so I'm
Just
not
a
able
guy
to.
with okay.
The voice.
You know,
he's he's just accepted.
you just
Yeah.
accepted. Is that just
Yeah.
what it
You're
is?
just like,
Like
you look
Knuckles.
at Piccolo, and you're like, yeah.
Is it because he had like the most
Okay,
drip in
big
the
question.
whole cast? Because
Yeah.
he did.
What race
He had
is
the coolest
Hellboy?
outfits.
Hellboy,
He's white.
white, yeah.
White?
Who?
Hellboy,
Hellboy is white.
Yeah.
You go white.
yeah.
I mean, the actor's white. That's why he's white.
You
The
know
actor
how I know
think
he's
of,
white? He's got the like white Irish dude mutton chops.
He does.
Yes.
He smokes
true.
There it
cigars.
is.
That's true.
He hangs out with Celtic demons all
Yeah.
the
And
time.
Piccolo's shaved bald.
And he also has rants about immigrants in the comics.
What?
Yeah. You never heard about that?
No.
Yeah, he just has like little like off the cuff like little like one-liners about just like illegal aliens, and you're just like what
He doesn't mean that. He doesn't mean that by like people. He's talking about like demons coming into the human world, isn't it?
No,
Aren't those the illegal aliens he's talking about?
no, he's not.
Dang.
Yeah,
So who wrote that book?
Hellboy? I don't know.
No, there's been a lot of. It's
There's been a
Marvel, so
lot
there's
of
been a
writers.
lot of
I don't know the
writers.
original,
The Duffer Brothers. No, not the
and I
Duffer
don't know
Brothers.
who wrote the specific one like issues that I was reading, but
Aren't the Duffer Brothers working on something big now?
They
Who are the Duffer Brothers?
something huge.
writers for Stranger Things.
Yeah, like something like really
Oh,
big,
those
but I'm
guys.
blanking on what it is.
they
Like
are.
Star Wars or like MCU or something like
I'm
that.
gonna do a quick Google.
Those are the guys who just got off. They did Star Wars and then they did Stranger Things.
No, they did Stranger Things.
And they
The
did-
guys who are doing Star Wars right now, though I hear their Star Wars projects got moved like further in the future,
Oh.
are D&D, the guy who did the people who did Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Well, a D&D movie does seem fun though,
No,
like
their
a
names
fun
are
action
D&D.
movie. Oh.
They're like David and something.
Yeah, the guys that like just bullshitted the final season of Game of Thrones.
Because they were like, we don't want to work on this show for 3 more seasons.
Yeah, and then the like executives like pretended, the executives of Star Wars pretended like, oh yeah, this is not gonna happen, but then they're still gonna make those movies, and it's like, okay, well then you didn't do anything about them kind of having like a shitty work ethic. But I think they're doing something on the Knights of the Old Republic, like around that time zone, like old Star Wars.
We like old Star Wars with the blue bad guy.
I wonder
What?
why
Never mind, not that guy.
HBO just didn't go ahead and have its own like just get new showrunners. Like
Heck no.
I don't know why, because they very openly did not want to keep on working on the show.
Mhm.
They should have just grabbed new showrunners. You didn't need them.
Yeah.
I think Death Note would have translated.
The Duffer Brothers are doing a Stranger Things spinoff and Death Note next.
They're doing a Death Note show or movie.
I think it's a show.
Thank God.
I actually think a
'Cause I'm like,
show
yeah.
it'll work better.
yeah.
And I am.
I
Because it's kind of a slow plot. You kind of have to
It's-
take
yeah,
it
it's a
takes its
crawl.
time.
think anime fans don't get angry if it has massive rewrites, because I think it needs massive rewrites to work as
Yeah.
a live action.
To make it more
Yeah.
of like a more coherent cop
Because
show.
so much of it is just like over the top internal monologue.
Yeah.
Have you seen Death Note?
I have not. I don't know anything about it
It's-
except he
it's
writes in a note
yeah.
and an emo guy kills people.
That's the guy. who
That's the
writes.
same guy.
Brunette.
Sweet.
He's not black hair though.
Yeah. Well, we gotta show you Death Note. It's a fun time.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a trip.
Yeah.
The characters are what make it.
Well, lots of it hasn't aged like the best. Like I don't think it's as like awesome as
The
everyone
plot
claims
isn't-
it is.
Yeah, but the
But-
characters is why we watch it.
I
watch
still
it
think
for
it has
Light
like
and Elle
a
and-
good place to be. It's a classic for a reason. Character design's cool. The sequel that was just like one chapter, like I actually thought was like a really cool concept where they were like people know about Light, like in the future,
Uh-huh.
and so the world's a surveillance state now, so that people can't like do like the Death Note writing thing. So instead, the plot is just centered around him finding a way to sell the Death Note without getting caught,
Wait,
and he sells it to Trump.
What?
Yeah, it ends with Trump buying it.
Wait. And doesn't
Oh my
Trump
God.
Wait, Miguel, but doesn't Trump give
It
him
was during
back
the Trump presidency.
Doesn't Trump give him back the book after he gets it?
Yes.
Because he brainwashed him?
No, he doesn't give it back. So he like gives it to Trump, but then it doesn't actually go to Trump. It
goes back to Light.
It becomes like a whole thing. And the new guy at the end, he's like, I finessed the system. And then like, but he still ends up dying because the spirit's like, you didn't finesse the system because like,
What's
you're
the
not
name?
allowed to finesse the system. I'm still going to take your soul. Fuck you.
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes,
add a new
Miguel's right.
rule.
That is, Light nearly was able to cheat
Well, his
Death.
name's not Light.
Sorry.
It's like a new guy who has the highest IQ ever recorded.
Guy trying to hunt him?
No, it was like a sequel series.
Wasn't
it was
in the
like,
anime?
Not a series. It was like just like a 120 page like
Volume.
volume.
Sounds goofy. Fun.
But yeah, it's just him trying to sell the Death Note. And like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I think it could be good. I think the Duffer Brothers, like, even if I think a lot of the shit they do isn't that interesting anymore, because I just don't think you can do that much with Stranger Things anymore. I think they kind of played out what they can do with like that cast. I'm like, where you gonna go from it? Other than like Will's gonna be evil next season. I feel.
Yeah.
New Vecna as Will.
I
That's
feel
it.
like you could have done this whole series in 3 seasons.
100%.
Yeah.
But they gotta
I
make that
agree.
money.
Season 1, season 3, and season 5
What?
of Stranger Things.
I think you could like chop out some of the better bits from seasons 2 and 4, and
like
I think
incorporate it into the nearby seasons.
yeah, completely just let Hopper be dead.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, cut
like the
most
actor,
of season
though.
2, to be honest. Season 2 is just set up for season 3.
I think the part of season 2 that really holds with me is I think it's when audiences really started to like Steve.
Yes.
I love
like
Steve.
the main like titular like plot of season 2 is Steve and Dustin.
And Billy
Yeah.
coming into
Dustin
getting introduced.
and what's his name? Sister,
Yeah.
Billy.
as well as Robin.
Yeah, Billy,
Yeah.
Max, and Dustin and Steve.
They do a Russia-Soviet mission.
Right. Yeah, they shouldn't have killed Billy. I don't like it.
Really?
Billy.
Billy was
Yeah.
a bad guy.
Yeah, they
Billy-
should have killed Hopper and given Billy a second chance. I would have liked Billy in that whole like anti like Hellfire Club. Like he would have been a good like muscle guy to just have in the background. I think he would have been like it would have been cool to see him like working with Max.
Yeah, but Billy's racist.
Max has to be
Yeah.
traumatized for Vecna to capture her. So
Dude, imagine him hanging out with the crew protecting Eddie, and then he just drops slur. and you're like, that's the thing. Billy was done a service by dying.
yeah,
People love him now.
people are like, sacrifice well made.
People.
Yeah, everyone forgot about the don't talk to
Racism.
kids like him.
Yeah. You wanted him not to die. I would have liked the
I
drug
feel-
dealer not to die though, but
No,
that's also
kill
bad.
fucking Eddie.
Eddie can die.
No,
Eddie was boring.
You
I
guys
think Eddie was.
don't understand Eddie.
I think Eddie was only good once they decided they were going to kill him.
Yeah.
Once they started pulling his death flags, I think he became a dramatically better character.
Yeah.
Before that, he was just a little coward boy who sold drugs to children.
And then they were like, "Oh no, he's gonna be a coward boy, but he's gonna have like little funny moments, and he's gonna stand up for himself." And
Yeah.
stuff.
Another mistake. Max should be dead.
You think Max should be dead?
Fully dead.
I would be fine with
He
Max
didn't kill
not being dead.
so that's why.
If season 3 was going to be the final season and she just went into a coma in season 2, I'd be like, you know what? I'm fine
I
with her not being dead. But this is somebody. More people should have died this season.
I think
Yeah, there
Max is
should
going to
have
wake
been
up.
like more consequences.
Who died? Eddie, and that's it.
Yep.
Eddie.
The character that got introduced this season,
And then she got fucked up.
And Max
she got Christ back up.
Yeah.
by L.
11 is literally modern day Jesus.
But I think that she's going to come
She
back.
rubbed dirt
She's
in her
going to wake
fucking
up.
eyes. Brought her
Yeah,
back.
she's gonna wake up. If you're in a coma in a TV show, you're coming back.
If they don't wake you up, then what was the point? They're just paying you to lay on screen.
Yeah.
You really think they're paying for a human prop?
Unless
I'm
it's
not
about
complaining.
the drama
I like it.
of pulling the plug, like on like a hospital show or whatever.
Yeah. To the that would be such a like jarring plot. Like
They
instance
pull the
next,
plug on Max.
next season. There's just like 3 or 4 episodes about whether they should pull the plug.
See,
like in the
Vecna's like
background.
burnt corpse.
And then eventually they
crawl
do.
through the window.
Crawl
That's
through
the only reason
to
she's
pull
in
the
it.
plug.
And he's like,
And she's
and then
like
he
in
looks at the
the
camera.
in the
And he's like,
darkness, you know, like that L goes into when she's like hyper focusing, and she's like, "Guys, no, my friends don't," and then she dies.
Yeah, they wouldn't have shown that darkness if that darkness wasn't going to get explored.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
a third dimension.
Ooh,
An Inside Out.
Because how many hells are there in
A middle
D&D?
space, a space where
dude, they just go to the abyss from Dungeons and Dragons,
Right? You just start going to like Dungeons and Dragons, the Underdark they teleport to.
What? Dude?
The
if they
Shadow
called it
Fell.
Underdark and just really went all in on the D&D theming.
This is just a cool D&D The Strange campaign now.
what's happening with The Last of Us?
They're making an HBO show.
Yeah, when is that coming out?
I think soon.
like if not next year, the year after.
See,
I
Last of
think-
Us is going to be Walking Dead done right because Telltale did Walking Dead
My
right.
opinion is depending on how they like film it. If they make it look like kind of like Halo, where they make kind of seem like a video game, I think it's going to be awful.
Mhm.
I
And I
wouldn't think HBO would do that.
No. They're like, we can do Mushroom Patch.
I don't know, man.
Mushroom Zombies is not hard to do.
They just cut Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
They're not making some good decisions.
They're not like their own head anymore because they're merged with the Discovery, so they share like a new board.
Are you saying,
Remember,
wait,
they-
hold on. Discovery Plus.
Yes.
Isn't Discovery Plus partnered with Disney and stuff?
No,
No, that's
Disney's Hulu
National
and
Geographic.
National-
Disney Plus is with Paramount.
No.
Paramount, no.
No, these are all different companies.
I mean, sorry, Discovery Plus is.
Disney owns Hulu.
I know that. I thought Discovery Plus was.
but HBO Max
owned by
and
someone else.
Discovery just did a merger, and they cut a bunch of cartoons, and they said that reality TV is for women and scripted shows are for men.
Yeah.
We don't watch reality that much. Yeah.
What's the time on it?
On the Brendan?
On the recording. It's at the bottom.
You should keep in mind that we did go for a while before.
We're at 1:30.
Okay, so we probably
Okay.
went for a half hour before we started, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a good time to end. What do we want
We wanna end.
on?
Let's have like a chipper,
Oh,
like a
no.
little chip, like a small chipper combo.
Talked a lot of television, but it was fun. I'm still baffled by the rapper thing. Whoa.
the FnMecca.
I'm like still like.
It's
There's
like
young children just saying the N word in songs. What
not
the fuck?
it's not children, adults.
Adults.
people
still.
be acting like this is something new when it's straight up just a Vocaloid,
Yeah, it's like a Vocaloid or a VTuber.
but it's
Yeah.
black.
I
Yeah.
also say
The black
I'm not trying to be
Vocaloid.
mean to VTubers that rap, but I'm like maybe shouldn't.
Say the N-word. Does image of you as a black VTuber?
It's funny.
I would never
Like
do
those,
that
like-
though.
Like
Brendan's
those
V2
TikTok
model should have cornrows.
No, I'm just imagining Brendan's VTube model is just him, but as an anime boy, but with black skin, and that's the only change. like those cartoon like black parodies on TikTok that you show us.
Mhm.
Oh, those are
Phineas and Far Beyond.
Phineas and
Wait, was that, I
Fabian.
thought that was rapped by like a TikTok creator that was.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm
by a
pretty sure
black
it is a
guy.
black
Yeah,
guy.
that does sound like a white guy's voice.
But the image of that is of you as a black VTuber is funny.
It looked like
Dude,
Phineas.
all the like little like TikTok rappers,
Sorry. I gotta look like
That
Furby's
are-
got green hair.
all the TikTok rappers that are like doing the little like comedic bit like songs where they're like ha ha ha, I'm a woman and I'm fighting for freedom. I'm gonna key 'em, and you're just like, you have got to be so embarrassed with yourself. You
No,
cannot think you're spitting hot bars.
No, I'm sure everyone who does those like goofy, like Little Dicky, literally made a profession of doing that.
Yeah,
And
but
you can
he
tell from
owns it.
But nope, that's not true. You can tell from his show he knows what he's doing is dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Like-
He knows,
like he's-
but he commits to being dumb, and it's hilarious.
He's like, I'm just doing it because I want to be a writer, director someday.
yeah,
Like writer, director, actor.
But his commitment
Same
has
thing
worked.
with those TikTokers. They're like, people are gonna watch them. We're gonna be like, haha, look how cringy this is. And that's just life. Anything for the views. Just like we'll do anything for the views, guys.
Yeah, and make
like
sure
a shock collar.
like shot callers on a trivia show. That was fun. A total stream.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Go check it.
Go check out Atola stream.
Yeah, go check out Tola Cola. She's real funny.
Yeah, and there's some people you might know on the trivia show that she just did,
Yeah.
or they just did.
Yeah, you check out their VOD.
But thank
Yeah.
you for checking out our podcast.
Thank you for checking out our pod. All of our socials are down below
The doobly doo.
in the
Doodly-doo.
doobly-doo in the little description box.
Why don't you dibble dabble down below?
It's been fun having you. And
Comes out
Yeah.
on Wednesdays.
Wednesdays we'll probably be moving it to Thursdays because of my school schedule.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just Wednesdays, Thursdays ish.
Wednesdays, Thursdays.
But the Friday video will still be on Fridays. So
okay, videos on Fridays, guys.
yeah,
Look forward to
we're
that.
moving into the school year. So
Like,
things
remember
are
to
gonna
like and comment.
yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Share if you feel like sharing, only if you feel it's worthy of it. But please do.
But yeah, we read every comment because we have almost none and they boost engagement. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.